Hello everyone, welcome. This is my first gaming video of the channel, I guess. And what game you might think I'll be playing? It is called Lost Ark. If you know what Lost Ark is a free mmorpg game that came out in February of 2022, I believe. It is originally a Korean game that happens to be now in the West. I've been playing since, well, on and off since February of 2022. And there's a lot of ups and downs, but I just wanted to show my progression of this character real quick. So further ado, this is currently my gear. I'm currently 1670. I also just cleared Brashaza earlier today. I'll probably post something about that, probably my first clear on this channel, because it was a very long fight. And I hate Brashaza. I think a lot of people hate Brashaza for some reason. The game creators like making Brashaza such a long and arduous fight, but it is what it is. Currently, I have 3 pieces of Aegir and my Arc passive. This is where I'm currently running. Obviously, I don't have enough evolution points because I don't have the full set yet. Once I do have the full set, which is basically all the yellow parts right here, I'll have full evolution points and then alignment points. If you're wondering why I have 78, again, I have clear Brashaza, so I was able to upgrade one of my karma. If you don't know what karma is, it's this little bullshit thing that you need, or these little potions that you get from Brashaza, and I'll be able to unlock the evolution points, or the alignment points and the leap points. But trying to get also alignment points, currently I am at I'm missing 2, or the last one I guess, but I'm missing 2 or 3 of them, because once I complete these quests, the blood claws, I'll be able to get this chest, which gives me the last alignment potion. So I'll have about 80, I think. Yeah, because it gives me 3, I think, 2 or 3, so I'll have 81. I can finally get the damn the last node to actually make my class feel 10 times better, because I hate running bash. I hate this skill. But in terms of lead points, again, I just unlocked it. I upgraded a couple times. Unfortunately, I'm out of gold and don't want to keep tapping, because tapping this thing, it feels like ass. I'm gonna be honest, it feels like ass, but it is what it is, you know. And in terms of my gems, don't mind that gem. I'm trying to get a level 7 gem, but mostly 8 on my big skills, and then event level 6 gems from a previous event I had, and then I'm trying to get a 7 or 8 cooldown gem for my Shower of Hatred, as that's a big part of your, your kit. Cards, nothing crazy. And then a stone, I have a 3-1 stone. I have a 3 in Keen Blunt and then 1 in Grudge. Not a bad stone. Unfortunately, I won't be able to get any relic books anytime soon, because gold is a bit scarce nowadays. I have 100 quality on my weapon, above 90 except my shoulder, which I'm gonna try to upgrade that soon. And then yeah, that's mostly it. And then these accessories don't really matter, but if you want to look at them, 2.6 in additional damage, weapon power, attack power, crit rate, and then crit rate again. So nothing too crazy. Get my bracelet 2, still tier 3. I haven't found a good replacement yet, but gets the job done. Nothing too crazy. And I don't know if I mentioned it, but I'm also a blue lancer. I tried doing red lancer, however, I don't know. As a returning player, it doesn't feel good. To be honest, it doesn't feel great, and because the bosses nowadays are very high mobile. It's very rare when a boss kind of just sits there and stuff. And I didn't want to stress too much trying to be quote unquote optimal and trying to hit every heavy attack or head attack. So I just opted to something that's more easier to kind of just do my damage, but also still be alive and not worry too much about my DPS. Because if you are a Lancer, more likely you're never going to be MVP. That is not like what the class is for. There are other classes that do that, that do way more damage, way more utility, way more stuff. But I like the gun lancer because I've always loved playing tank classes. I always loved, being the utility guy, the guy for who shields his team. That's more of my play style, more of my speed. Again, that's just me as a personal player, and the gun lancer fulfills that needs. Because before, in the very beginning, very beginning, back in 2022, when Argos was still the main raid at the time, I was a berserker main. I played both mayhem and BT, berserker's technique. Eventually, I moved on. I quit the game around like Volten. They came back around, I want to say Broshaza or Clown. One of those two. I came back. Saw a friend play Striker. Loved it. Loved how it was being played. So I was a Striker main around that time, all the way to a con. It wasn't until Echidna that I saw, like, damn, Gun Lancer. I never actually tried it, and because I had Gun Lancer in the beginning as well. I had Berserker. I had all the tank classes. So I had my Paladin, my Berserker, and then obviously this in the beginning. And eventually Destroyer came out. Didn't really like Destroyer. Well, it's kind of like a mixed feeling. It feels good when you bonk something, but you're just so slow, man. It's so slow. And yeah, that's just me. So eventually, when Echidna did come out, which I took another break because I got this guy to 1620, and then I got bored of the game. I got tired of the game, especially Echidna. That raid was, in the very beginning, was very tiresome, as I think a lot of people can agree with it. However, I only played, I think I only done it once, but I never cleared it. And I took a hiatus from that game and just started playing other games, and now here I am, back again. And geez Louise, guys, there's hella content. This is the Kinder raid I was talking about, but this is Aegir, Broshaza I just beat, and then now Mortem, which is quite literally crazy. And then Behemoth, this big dragon looking thing, was cool to clear. And so much content, so much updates since then. And overall, I think they were pretty good updates, pretty good, all things considered. But I just want to show off my little character and what are my plans for the future. I also have a breaker that I plan on pushing, and then also my paladin. If you go and play this game, guys, Lost Ark, I honestly recommend having at least one support in your roster, because it just makes your life easier and makes the grind feels less bad, and it's free gold, to be honest. Like, supports have it easy, quote unquote, because they're very low. At least, like, to get one running doesn't require a lot of gold, doesn't really require a lot of gearing, not a lot of high level gems. But obviously, if you're a support main, that's different. Obviously, you want to be the most optimal as you can be, and I'm trying to be as most optimal as I could be on my Lancer. And c'est la vie, you know what I'm saying? It's whatever you guys want to play. I just want to show off this. But again, in terms of goals, my goal right now is to get my Aegir completed so I could get all my evolution points. Obviously, try to get my last alignment point, but that's RNG and can't really do much about it unless the game launches to give it to me, y'all, if they want to give it to me. And then slowly start upgrading my karma. And then I think once I finish all that, I'm going to try to hone to 1680, because that's when I'll lock Ancient gear, because this is relic gear. And at 1680, you're able to do Ancient gear, so basically the next tier. And with that, I could get more alignment points. I think in total, I'll probably have like 90, I think, if I get to 1680 and replace all these older relics with the ancient ones. I'll be able to have two nodes in here, and then one, or maybe 3 and 1. We just have to see. I don't really know the math of it yet, so forgive me. But yeah, a lot of planning, a lot of doing. And then once I'm done with this, it's going to be a slow burn. It's literally going to be a slow burn, because again, I am gatekept by gold. and Abitos, which relatively those are the two things I think most players are gay kept, because this game gives you actually a lot of stuff. Like for example, this event shop gives you a ton of materials. I still haven't bought everything out yet. I mostly bought everything out in this one, I think, except this because well I can't get it because 1680 required, but just a ton of material, guys. I say take advantage of this if you're returning or even a new player. Like even if you play one character, that's fine. Just take advantage of this. In terms of importance, I always recommend the books. The books will just help you, hone better and always get that done. Then Fions probably, and then the chaos, these aura chaos things. Clutch really huge. You could just farm out if you could dedicate a time or something. Again, like 15 minutes or 30 minutes. Dedicate a time, just pop these chaos dungeons real fast, and then everything else is, to me at least, as I'm currently, is kind of irrelevant. I just want the mats more than anything. Like these are not a trip to me. I'm gonna get these because shards are again huge. I'm actually gonna get that right now. I think I have enough. I do have enough. Look at that. But yes, highly recommend. I will, if you're a new player or returning player, highly recommend get the mat stuff. So like the shards, the leap stones, then the books. Not these books, but if wherever level you guys are at, this is I think for a con player, so like 1600 to 1620, like to get there, get these books, and then get all the mats and all that. Then legendary selection ones really important too. If you don't have any legendary engravings, and what our engravings are these things right here. Basically, they're like perks. If I can simplify it, it gives you added bonuses like damage or crit damage, or whatever, crit rate and all that. So highly recommend it. Really highly recommend it. And yeah, that's currently what I'm rocking right now. And hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Hope you guys will continue to watch this. And I probably will post my clear of my Rashaza at least later today or tomorrow. I'll see how that goes, because depending, right now it is Father's Day today. Happy Father's Day to everyone. But if you don't have a dad, and happy, just have a good day overall. But yeah, hope y'all have a good one. I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.